Hey everyone, Dan here from Heavy Metals once again, and we have a different kind of video today, a little bit of a two-parter. I wanted to show some of the unique pieces of silver that I have in my collection. And so there's all kinds that I have, but and back when silver was a little less expensive, I was just getting generic stuff, bars, rounds, you name it. But as silver became more expensive, it actually became more sensible to get more expensive pieces where dealers were charging more of a premium, which you would think it's kind of weird to say that you want to spend more money on these things, but when the premium gets eaten up due to the silver price rising, it kind of makes these pieces of silver in a way a little more free. Um, so it gives you a little bit more value. So I just wanted to show you some of them because I never thought I would have pieces like these. So first up, let's go right to this guy right here. Gene Wilder, the legend, the GOAT, Willy Wonka. This I actually bought at the height when silver was $120 an ounce. And it's incredible that I actually pulled the trigger on this because silver was bouncing around a lot. And I couldn't believe, I was like, what can I do? It was getting really expensive considering where I first started buying silver really, really low. So at some point, I wanted to keep stacking because I thought I didn't have enough. But I was like, what do I do here? So this was the first piece that I added in a while. It's 1 ounce. It's from Samoa, 2024, 3/9 fine silver. So it's really cool. You got little Wonka bars in the back there. That's really awesome. It's proof silver, and it has a mintage of 3,500 pieces. So you might be able to find one. It's been out of stock for a while now. It came in like a little case. It's pretty cool, like a golden ticket case, which is really nice. So then next up, we have this piece here. It's a 3-ounce carnival-themed steampunk silver round. It has an antique finish from the Cook Islands. That's the origin. Okay. 4/9 fine silver. The steampunk theme is really cool. There are several different variations of this. It's like a series. It's 3 ounces, and it has a mintage of 888. So very limited mintage. And back when silver was really, really cheap, I had a chance to buy a kilo version, not of this one, but of just a different steampunk version. And I thought, hey, $800 or whatever it was at the time is really expensive. I'm going to hold off. Well, that was a mistake because not only is it probably about $3,000-$4,000 now for that same kilo, but you can't find it anywhere. This is also out of stock everywhere. Everywhere you look, it's out of stock. And I just simply can't find it. And if you can find it, great. Buy it immediately because, yeah, it's very, very hard to find now. Wish I would have bought more. There was like one more left at the time. Okay, so that's the steampunk 3-ounce high relief silver round. Really cool. It's got a little bit of gilded gold in there. It's really cool. Now over here, this blew me away when I first saw it. This is the this is the Phobius series. Okay. It's a 2-ounce ultra high relief 3/9 fine silver round. And also, it's a mintage of 999 pieces. So I first, believe it or not, I first found this at the Fun Convention in Orlando in January 2026. And it was graded in the slab, and it was about 400 something bucks. And I was like, no, no, it was unbelievable. The piece, it was just unreal when I saw it. And for that amount of money, though, I wasn't willing to buy it. So I looked online and I found it on SD Bullion for about half the price, $220. And that was a premium of about $20 or so at the time, plus shipping. Actually, no, shipping was free. So that anything over 200 was free. So I was able to get this for about half of the price that it was at the convention. But, you know, it was in a slab, so it was graded, but I wasn't willing to get it graded. You know, I wanted to hold it in my hand more and not in the slab. Some people love the slabs. I do, depending on what it is. But this is just amazing. It's obviously the fear of sharks. That's the phobia. That's the phobia in this case. There's a couple different themes, different coins in this series. Really, really awesome. Let me show you one more time. It's 2 ounces. All right, now, again with the theme of premiums, I was trying to figure out what to do here because silver was really high at the time. It was really high priced, and I had no proof American Silver Eagles. And so they had this 2-pack here. I got this from AppMex. And AppMex they've just been great. I recommend them too. SD Bullion and AppMex, they've been great. Even when, silver was really hard to ship and everything, and there was a huge backlog and all these orders weren't getting filled and things like that. I was like, what can I do here? And it took a little bit for AppMex to ship these out, but I still got it. And it was just an amazing piece when I got it in here. So here we go. This is the 2021 American Silver Eagle, 1 ounce each coin. Reverse proof 2-coin set designer edition. And basically what's happening here is that each coin, it has the different design on it. So this is the new design. Okay. And right over here is the old design. Now, I guess I'm nostalgic, but I like the old design better. I like the design on the left. I like the design on the left better. The design on the right, it's cool, but I like the one on the left better. It just, I don't know. That's just me. What do you think? In the comments, let me know which design you like better. Because that's been a debate for a while now in the silver stacking community. And these were, by the way, these were minted in the San Francisco Mint. You can see the little S right there next to the eagle there. Really cool. So the U.S. Mint isn't my favorite mint, which I've usually say in my videos whenever I'm mentioning it. I like the Perth Mint and I like the Royal Canadian Mint the best. But and the Royal Mint's good too, but they've had some things happen recently that are a little interesting. But yes, so whenever I can, though, whenever I find a really good piece, I will end up shopping at the U.S. Mint, but still through a dealer, like APMEX, JM Bullion, SD Bullion. Although I'm not going to lie, I'm probably not going to shop at JM Bullion for a long time, because when the shipping situation happened where people couldn't get their silver, I placed orders a month ago, at least a month out, and they wouldn't ship them out. And it was one of those situations where you call them up or email them and you say, what's going on here? And they just say, please be patient. I don't have time for that. When you spend hundreds of dollars and you get told by some company, have patience, no, you need to stop buying from those people. And I don't want to say, I bought from them for a long time, and for them to not, they dropped the ball when it came to shipping. People's orders were on hold for months, and that is not, there's no excuse for that. So, okay, now the last piece that I ordered recently, unbelievable. Can't believe how nice this piece is. First of all, when it came in this box, I was just like, what is happening? Couldn't believe it. It's based on the 250th anniversary of the U.S. And so, it has very important pieces in here and, people in here. And Thomas Jefferson and, all the others are sold out. It's very hard to get these pieces. And I was able to get the piece of Benjamin Franklin. And what happened was I got it. It's 1 ounce. It's 1 ounce, And I thought, wow, this is going to be very interesting when it showed up in this box like this. So I opened it up and I was shocked. Here's what it looks like. Look at that. Now, what's cool about this, though, is that when you take it out, why is it so large, right? It's only 1 ounce. But then you turn it, as you turn it, look how thin they made this. I mean, look at that. That's really amazing. Look how thin that is. Maybe I should have read it, when I was buying it. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I should have seen the diameter of it beforehand, but man, this thing is great. So if I read this thing here, it's from the country of Barbados. Okay. And the year is 2026, so it is for this year. 3 nines fine silver. 1 ounce. It's proof like, which I'm not really sure the difference between like proof like, ultra high. I'm pretty sure ultra high relief is like this coin here. I'm pretty sure that's like the highest you can go. I'm not, I have to double check. Low mintage of 555. So that's probably why you can't get it. It's if I got this from APMEX. If it does come back in stock, get it. Whether it's Thomas Jefferson, I'm not sure they have George Washington. They have like 5 or 6. It's 5, yeah. Committee of 5 people in here. I need to get Benjamin Franklin. I think Benjamin Franklin was pretty amazing with the things that he's done and how brilliant he was. So I was like, let me get Ben Franklin. And I think Thomas Jefferson came back in stock for like 5 minutes. And, people like Jefferson. They don't like Jefferson. But no matter how you feel about him, he sold out before anybody else. Ben Franklin was still there. This 1 ounce round was still there. The Thomas Jefferson rounds sold out immediately. So I don't know what that says. I guess I guess people bought in terms of history. There's a collector's set of all of them. But that, of course, that sold out too. So here they are. Here's some unique pieces that I want to show everybody. And you know, let me know what your favorite is down in the comments. You know, give this video a like, and please subscribe, because I have a lot more videos coming. And as new pieces arrive at the dealers and at conventions, which I will be going to the Fun Convention very soon. It's in July. The Summer Fun Convention's in July. It's supposed to be a smaller one compared to the one in January. But that was unbelievable when I went in January. So I'll probably never miss a convention like that ever again, because it was that good. So I will be there. And the second part of this video is going to be about your favorite guy, Donald Trump. I know. Here's the deal. He's given Iran 24 hours. You know, he gave him 48 hours, but now we're a day later. So he's given them until tomorrow at 8 p.m. supposedly, that they better have a deal, or there's going to be a lot of action. And you know, none of us want to see that, I'm sure, but nevertheless, that's going to move the markets one way or the other. And, you know, if you guys are interested in buying any kind of precious metals, you might want to take a look and maybe get like a gram or something. If you have no exposure to metals whatsoever, precious metals, you might want to get a gram of something like silver, or a gram of gold, you know, a gram of platinum or palladium, because I don't know what's going to happen. And, you know, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take my word for it, you know, but like I said, I always invest in these things, and I have grams, I have ounces, whatever. But I'm already set technically. I have, you know, many ounces, whereas there are people out there who have none. And I don't, you know, in case anything happens, I don't want anyone to not have any exposure to, you know, hopefully, I want you guys to protect yourselves, protect your wealth, and diversify in things that are not just US dollars, because and if history has proven anything over the last 4 to 5 years specifically, the US dollar has been proven to be used as a weapon. And I don't want any part of that. I want to, you know, obviously pay your bills and all that, but when it comes to long-term wealth, anything but the dollar, in my opinion. Stocks, okay, yes, you use dollars to buy them, but once you buy the stock, you own the share of the company. So either way, you're transferring your dollars into something else. Precious metals, real estate, you know, if you buy a business, whatever, you're doing something with your dollars. And I highly recommend everyone look at doing everything they can to protect themselves. So it's going to be a wild week. And tomorrow is a big deadline for this Iran conflict. So let me know what you guys think is going to happen down below. And I'll see you in the next video. All right, this has been Dan from Heavy Metals.